Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So today could be a potential amazing day or disastrous day, but we need to do it. So recently, I've been taking the S13 to a few meets. I'm at a stage now where the S13 is driving, it's looking good, and I'm starting to, like, when you own a car for so long, you're starting to like notice imperfections. We all do it. I know you know what I'm talking about. We all do it. And a big imperfection for me is that since I put them stretch tyres on the front, I feel like it's not filling the arch. I feel like the wheel is just too small for the arches that I've got, and I feel like the 17s are just too small for the car. I do like that bigger sort of look, that wide sort of look, and I'm just not going to get that with the wheels I've got on. I've already got 30mm spacers on it, and it's still not wide enough. Fair enough, I've got, like, you know, 30mm wider wings in the front, but still, I want a more aggressive look. So I have been looking for some new wheels, some like 18s, some like 10J 18s, something like that. And Adam in the office was like, well, I've got my old wheels off my 370, they're like 10J 19-inch, they're big wheels. And I'm like, would they fit? Would they fit? He's like, well, I'm not using them, just use them for as long as you want if you want them. They've got no tyres on, but just go and see. So today, we're going to go to Adams, we're going to run to Adams, and we're going to pick up these big boy 19-inch 10J wheels off his 370Z and see if they're going to fit on the S13. I can make them fit on the front, I know that. So I'm going to put, I think the rear is a 10.5J on his 370Z. That's some big wheels. So we're going to put the 10.5Js on the front, and we've got a lot of camber adjustment on the front and stuff. So we're going to put them on the front, and they're going to look aggressive. Now we'll also, I think they're 9.5J fronts on the 370. We're going to put them on the rear because we like the big ones on the front. And we're going to see if they're going to fit. Well, they're not going to fit. They're not going to fit. But we're going to see if we can make them fit. And they've got no tyres. We're going to have to get some tyres. So today, the car might be looking sick. But anyway, let's just go and get the wheels. Right, so here are the wheels. So these are standard on the 370Z. They're actually raised wheels. And they're forged. So these are good quality. They're actually really light. So I'm buzzing. First of all, I got these ones out first. And I was like, why is it not that wide? And then I bought these ones. Holy shit. So these are the 10.5Js. So these are going to be going on the front, and these are the ones we're going to be trying to fit on the rear. They are wide. They're about as wide as the ones I've got on the front, to be fair. Got no tyres on them at the minute. There are some in the office that will fit these, but I don't think there's any that will fit these. These will be like a 255, something like that, 265, 255. Okay, so we're back with the S13. So here's what I mean. When you're looking at the wheel, there's a massive gap here, massive gap here. You can literally get your whole arm in there, all the way around, and it's not ideal. And what we can also do is, as well, is if we get a bigger wheel, we can actually lower it so it looks low, but it's actually not so low to the ground. So you get the best of both worlds. It looks low, but it's actually not that low. You can actually go over speed bumps. Now, we don't have much clearance in the back, but even still, huge gap here, massive gap there, massive gap here. And here is the lip that we were talking about that we might have to just shave back a little bit. So let's just get the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack the car up, get these wheels off, and we're going to match up these big 10.5J ones. There they are. So I'm going to leave the 30mm spacers on it for now, just to see how big them 10.5s are with the spacers. I think without the spacers, I think it'll probably sit where it's sitting now, kind of thing. So yeah, these are about a 9.5J, and they're a 10.5. So if I leave the 30mm spacers on, I'm not sure what the ET is on this. I'm not a wheel guy, I don't know, it's all fucking Spanish to me. But hopefully, sits out here, we've got a lot of camber to play with, so I can always just pull the front camber in crazy. So yeah, let's get the car up in the air. Here we go. So, I mean, there's not a crazy difference. I think this would be a perfect fit. Like, look at the wheels here. There's not, I mean, obviously there's a difference, but it's not a crazy difference. It's not like one's double the fucking size or anything. So let's just, oh my god, I'm buzzing. Let's just, look, come on. Oh my god, I'm buzzing. If this doesn't hit the coil over, oh, it's not hit the coil over, I don't think. Okay, we're not hitting anything. Are we on? I don't think we're hitting the coil over. That looks fucking meaty. Oh my god, let's go. Let's just get it down a couple. Oh my god. Oh shit. We're gonna need a bit of camber there, boys. No. Well, that's gonna fit. Like, that's with 30mm spacers as well. Like, that will fit. I could put a little bit more camber on it, and that's gonna fit. Oh my god, look at the fucking spice on that, boys. Wow. Yep. Daddy likes, daddy fucking likes. Mate, look how good that looks. Oh my god. I think we're clearing the coil over fucking just though. We'd need that spacer on there. We would just be hitting the coil over without it. Oh my god, that looks fucking sick. Oh my god. We are gonna have to put a bit more camber on it, but with the camber adjustment here, we're like pretty much no camber. So I'm just gonna take these 4 bolts off, go yeet inside the car, and that'll bring it pretty much straight in, to be fair. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm just gonna put it on full camber, and yeah, that should be more than enough to bring that in. I've just jacked the wheel up a little bit, and jacking the wheel up, it comes pretty much straight with this. So we camber it full in, which we're going to do now, then it should be a spicy fitment, and we should be able to just lift it off on our own time. Okay, so that is with full camber. That should just sit quite nicely. Let's just not be scared, and let's go and see if we can find some tyres for this. Okay, so I just rang Nico to get some advice on the tyres and stuff. Obviously Nico aerolite, he knows everything about wheels, and he was like, mate, that looks fucking spicy. I was like, doesn't it, right? I've never had the Nico approval when it comes to wheels or cars, ever had the Nico approval, but he likes it. He really fucking likes it. He said it's going to be hard to get them on. I was like, oh. He says I need to super stretch the tyres, and I need to hammer this bit flat. Let me just pull the wheel. He says this bit, here, that will 100% need to go flat, so I need to hammer this bit flat. He says also this bit might need a little bit of says this bit here also might need a little bit of gentle persuasion, but he says either way I can make them fit. So let's go and try and find. He says a 235 40 will get on there quite easy, anything over that will, but with the amount of room that I have, I can't go over a 235, and he says a 225 will be handy, but it's going to be really hard to get them on. Nico said he said ideally it would be better to get a 225 on there because of the space that we don't have. So I'm going to go to the local tyre shops, see if they've got any like part 1s, 235 40s, see if they'll put them on for me, and then try that. But we're going to have to spend the day hammering the chassis. Look at that. Oh my god, how sick does that look? Right, so I've come down here to the boys at DGT. I come here a lot to get a lot of shit done. I always bring in the awkward jobs, and I've said, guys, if you can get a 225 on there, that'll be a great. But if you can get a 235, then that'll work. But I need a 225 40. So he's going to go and see if he's got any part 1 225 40s. He says that they can stretch tyres. He says if not, he's happy to fit a new one to see if they can get a 225 40 on there. I'm at this phase now, I don't really mind if I've got to buy a new tyre. There is another place I can try, but these guys do all modified stuff, so they're used to, and they sell all the wheels, they're used to always stretching shit and that and fitting stuff. So let's see if they've got part 1s, which would be easier for me, it would be cheaper, but they're going to see if they can get a 225 40 on there. Come on, boy. So you're confident? Yeah. You confident you get a 225 on there?
You guys, we're getting a 225 on there. It won't be me doing it, and a lot of weight on their shoulders. We are getting them bad boys stretched.
Mate, so just for the camera, a 265 usually goes on this.
No, there's no difference, right?
So these are 225, are these 225, 235s?
235.
Oh, 235. See if these go. These are ones that I've stole from the office, off the green light car. So these are a bit wider, so we want a 225, but these are a 235, but these are a 35 profile, so they're a bit smaller profile. Right, yeah, I'm intrigued. What does this thing do?
Basically, it seats your bead in your tyre, and you've got too much of a gap in it, to literally expand it.
So is this like the similar view when people use aerosols on fire? Would that be the same thing?
Kind of, yeah, it's like a little combustion, but
so there's about
just air.
Just under, well maybe just over 100 PSI.
No, what I'll do is I'll
100
shoot it this way.
No, you're gonna
Shoot it this way.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, so they can get a 225 35 19, which is the smallest tyre I could get away with, which is good because that means I could put it in the smallest amount of room. So we've kept the R888 on because if I can get away with using them R888, it's nice to have some good tyres on the front. And then they're going to put their smallest tyre they can get on that wheel, physically get on that wheel and send me home with that. So if the R888s don't work, which I don't think they will, but it's nice to try it, then we'll come back and we'll get the other one at that 225 35. But I just need to see, I need the smallest wheel possible to do so I can do the less hammering as possible, if that makes sense. So that is a 225
48 or 49.
225 35 19, right? Yeah, right. So that's as skinny as we're gonna get, really. Safely.
We can push it more.
Yeah, but we are going to be doing some sends, so it's probably not the best.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take these two, but I think this is the one we're going to be going for this, because... Yeah. Right, you guys are the fucking best, so we're back in a little bit. Yes. See which one's better, but that looks good to me. See, it doesn't even look that bad, does it?
It don't, no.
Nah. You wouldn't think, that's stretched to fuck.
I've fitted worse, put it that way, I've fitted worse, yeah. 100%.
We can get away more than that if I need to.
I'll push if you
wanted to, yeah. Right, we're back. Let's test fit them. Which we're going to do first, I don't know, I'm so excited. Let's try the semi-slicks first. Let's see how bad they are, and then we'll put the better one on, which is the smaller one, and see. We are going to need to do some chopping, but let's hope we just don't need to do that much chopping. Oh my god, oh my god. It looks so sick. It actually fits under the arch as well with the camera, which is perfect, but that's not our issue. We now need to see. My camera's died, we're on the GoPro. There's been lots of excitement today, lots of excitement. But, okay, so we're hitting. Only just hitting though, literally just hitting the little bit at the bottom. And over here we're not hitting, but I suppose once it's on the floor, we're gonna hit. So they will probably fit. So let's just see, let's swap them over and have a look at the other one. Okay, so the 225 35, the smaller tyre, it doesn't hit on anything. This bit's really close. We are going to have to hammer it back a little bit, and it probably is going to hit when we're on the floor. But I think we go for this tyre because it's going to just rub a lot less, and it sits inside there a lot better. So let's jack the car down, do some turns, and see if it hits, even if it's stationary. It might not hit when we're stationary, and then we won't need to do any hammering with this tyre. Let's drop it, let's drop it. This is it on the floor. That's full camber. We could probably take a little bit of camber off. We've got full spices fitment there. Oh my god, so now we're gonna do rotations of the wheel and see if it hits anything. They're just about touching this here, like just, well, they're actually not touching, but they're like, I'd say a millimetre away. So this bottom bit down here is this little bracket. I'm just gonna knock it back a little tiny bit, just to be safe. But these tyres are sweet. They literally do not rub on anything. It might be a different test when I'm driving, but right now they don't rub and they look so sick. So all we're gonna do, I've already just knocked this bracket back. I'm just gonna do a little bit of persuasion on this bit here. I might get this a little bit of persuasion under there because as well, just try to knock it back a little bit. You can see where it's been rubbing there behind the pass. So when we go over big bumps, probably going to be hitting that. Now we're even bigger. So there we go. I've twatted that back. It doesn't need to go back all the way. I've literally just gone a little bit. So I'll clean this bit off here. Put a little bit of understeer on that bit there. I've just worked this bit back with a hammer a little bit as well. Just kind of just push it away a little bit. But I don't think it's going to be that much hassle. So we'll just clean it off with a bit of underseal. But yes, we know what fits. Buzzing. Okay, so we went back to DGT with the other wheel and they've put it on. So this side is now on also. I kept the camber this side and it kind of felt like it would have fit, so I didn't have to go, I don't think I had to go full camber. So I've actually wound the camber off just a little bit, so fulls up here, and I've come here and I think it's sitting very nice, very cool, very nice, very aggressive. So it's sitting really nice. I think it looks fucking sick. I mean, they are very dirty because we've got them dirty cleaned on, but they're massive. Sadly, they did have some new tyres for the back, but I don't really like buying new tyres for the back because they literally just get. I'd rather just buy some cheap part worn ones because they don't last very long, to be honest. So we can't put the rear ones on today, which is annoying. That's how the car sits. It looks sick there, I'm not gonna lie. Can't get the rears on today. I need to find some part worn tyres. I didn't want to buy some new ones and then come back and they're not fit. It's getting to the end of the day. They did lend me these and just like, if they fit, buy them. If not, we'll swap them. But they obviously sweet. But it's like 5 o'clock now, so they couldn't really just lend me some more. So, well, they probably would have done, but I didn't ask. So we're going to have to leave the backs for today. They are in the car, but we're probably going to need to find some 215 19s or 225 19s. And we'll have to just, we'll have to just grind the inner lip off. We're not going to cut it off, we're just going to see how it fits and then just shave it off. So put the grinding disc against it and just shave it. But these are 9J 215s and there's plenty of room under there, so I think we'll be totally fine. The offset on these are a lot wider, so it's going to push the car out, so we might take it off. But I think if I can find a 215 something 19 would be perfect. But look at them, they look so much better. But we need to we need to end the day off by fixing this. Now we're running. Now I'm comfortable with running, know what I'm running, and I can safely run boost. I'm on. Every time I do a send, every time I'm like high up in the revs off the limiter, this thing keeps popping out and it's causing a huge vacuum leak when it does. I've tried wrapping things around it and it just doesn't like to do it. But you can actually, if I get in here, I can just pull it out with my hands. Like literally, that's how easy it goes in and out. It's not ideal, so when I'm on a high boost, obviously the air's coming in and it's just popping that out. So I tried wrapping things around, it's not going to work. The next thing, I tried like wrapping electrical tape around it, it just doesn't work. I could just put a load of sealant around it and seal it and let it dry, but then, I don't know. But I'm going to see, there's bolt holes here. I'm going to see if I can just, I remember them brackets that I got from the Patreon video fixing intercooler. I might just be able to bolt the bracket to there and then bolt it behind this, and that'll just hold it in place and not allow it to pop out. So I've got some tools in the back of the Audi and I've got a bracket, so let's see if that bracket will work. So we just took an L-shaped bracket and found out where the hole was and just bent it round here like that to make like a bit of a hook. And if I come in the car, I can put that pressing against the thing, and then we can bolt that there through that hole. We'll be able to get through that one, we'll be able to get through that one, we'll put through that one, and there is our little bracket. So it's not pretty by any means. I could have just kept it an L shape, but it was quite flimsy, so I could still pull it out here, just bend the bottom metal. But there now, like, that's a fucking solid. So it's going to work as again. Yeah, again, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. I just need to get a stronger bit of metal, to be fair, because that was really flimsy. But it'll work. Because it's actually annoying, because if I'm ever driving quick or anything, or I'm in the limiter for any reason, it pops out and I just lose all power straight away. So if I'm sideways, it just straightens me out and it's quite dangerous, to be fair. So I'd rather it just look a little bit rough and it not do that to me when I'm skidding. So I'm absolutely boiling, sweaty, it's so hot today. But look at the wheel. I'm going to clean them in the next video. When we've done them all proper at the back, I'm going to properly clean the car because the wheels are super dirty at the minute. They've got a lot dirty since we put the tyres on, but we've seen them earlier when they was just on the car. It looks so much better, but I'm going to do a proper good cinematic in the next video when we get the rears on and everything. But for now, I need to go and find some tyres. But for you guys, I'll see you in the next one.